Shadow Toshiro falls. Memo updated.
It's finally over. At least for now.
New. New for Toshiro, and I'm assuming probably for Arena too. Toshiro Katsukabe. It began with his fiancée, then his family, then his past, and finally himself. In the world of his mind, Toshiro faced his demons and awakened as a persona user, transforming Arena into her true form. Once Toshiro severed his self-doubt, the fire of revolution lit in his heart was there to show him the way. Oh, we can actually go back to the previous one too. But nice, Toshiro, finally! Oh, Shadow Toshiro's in there too now. Eri Natsuhara. Eri was badly injured by a deranged Nakabachi seeking revenge. She told Toshiro that she wouldn't be able to fight for a while, but promised to come back so long as Toshiro didn't have regrets about their time together. Her fearlessness has made her a symbol of rebellion within Toshiro's heart. Shadow Toshiro. The true ruler of the Third Kingdom and the embodiment of Toshiro's guilt. He transformed into a giant Eri in a last-ditch effort to overwhelm the Phantom Thieves, but it was no match against Toshiro's restored memories and the power of his newly awakened persona. Interesting, it didn't update to one for Arena though. Which is weird. You'd think it would say, oh yeah, by the way, she's totally a persona in disguise. Anyways, back to where we were at. It's finally over, at least for now. Arena!
Toshiro! And Arena?
Hey, guys.
I'm glad we won and all, but what the hell just happened?
Yeah, some confusion is definitely warranted.
Yes, we could use some help getting caught up.
In that case, I'll explain what I can. Granted, I only understand so much.
Did something come back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Backstory,
I
please.
was made from Toshiro's heart. No, technically, I'm more like a manifestation of his heart.
Okay, now it updated the Arena one. Arena's true identity is revealed to be Toshiro's persona, Ernesto. Ernesto is unique in that she can change between human and persona forms at will. Her appearance is strongly influenced by Toshiro's memory of Eri. The flame of revolution that once lit the heart of a young boy has now manifested it into a great blaze. His heart? A manifestation? His heart?
For some reason, human cognition can lead to the physical materialization of their own heart in the metaverse. Shadows, personas, cognitive beings, all these originate within the human heart.
Okay.
But in your case, despite checking all the boxes, you aren't exactly any of those.
Yeah, she is somehow everything and nothing all at the same time. Despite seemingly supposed to exist in the same realm, in the same way.
But she definitely seemed to be Toshiro's persona a second ago.
And now she's back to the Arena we know, through and through.
I admit, I have no idea how relevant your past experience is to my own situation. But what I do know is, I serve as the core of Toshiro's heart. My reason for existence is to protect it.
Protected from who, exactly?
Right now himself, literally.
Marie and... No, I think it's actually something more powerful.
We don't know his true identity, but he's been awfully dedicated to torturing me in particular. And I believe he's someone who especially didn't want me awakening to my power.
Oh.
Whoa, what's that?
Is this the real true big bad that Lavenza was talking about?
Look, up there!
That's not good. No idea what it is, but I know it's not good. That's an angel.
Enemy reinforcements? No, this is...
What the hell is going on now?
Oh crap! Weapons at the ready! Let's go!
Hi.
Judging by the appearance, looks like the Mastermind has finally made its entrance.
Now, do not be so frightened, my beloved children.
Be not afraid.
I am Samael, caretaker of humanity and protector of mankind's well-being.
Salmael. Okay, definitely an angel, as if that wasn't already clear enough.
That sure is a lofty-sounding pretense. I'm assuming you're the one responsible for everything that's happened.
The one responsible. If it's for the sake of my beloved children, I shall graciously accept this moniker. My sole wish is to protect all of man, my precious lost little lambs.
Okay, but what does that have to do with Toshiro? Who are you?
I am a being born from a prayer for peace, an instinct manifest in all who wish safety from calamity. As such, it is my duty to eradicate what some may call the willful reform, truly the root of all conflict.
Okay. So you're a being created in the hopes of creating peace throughout all mankind, and to do so, you're trying to get rid of revolutions, basically. Even what might be a just revolution. You're trying to make everyone conform, basically.
In doing so, I shall rescue my pitiable children from throwing themselves into the inferno of war.
You know, you could just stop stop people from doing unjust things that cause revolutions, instead of just making people not revolt. That's a crazy idea.
Would you just speak English? You're not making any sense.
If comprehension eludes you, then so be it. My protection is of a unilateral nature to begin with anyways. Accordingly, I had no intention of crossing arms with you in the first place.
You said your name was Samael, right? Tell us, what made you decide to come down now? Given all the trouble you went through to break down Toshiro's heart behind the scenes.
Big Bad Angel, Arena has no problem speaking up against
The
it.
fact that you're showing yourself now tells me something. We messed up your plans, didn't we? Had to come see it for yourself.
Silence, you tainted child of calamity and war.
That smug look on Arena's face, I love it.
I won't deny the children that I have been tasked to protect are on the brink of straying in addiction. Therefore, allow me to shepherd you to your salvation. I implore you to accept my congregation of peace.
If your peace entails only going along with everything, regardless if it's just, then no.
And that means...
The power you just obtained is a massive madness, one which will assuredly drive man to ruin. However, if you should wish to have it removed, I shall make it so. In doing so, you would be relieved of the tragic memories you experienced here and return to the life you know.
So you're saying if Toshiro-san abandons the power of his awakened persona, you'll get rid of his memories of this world and send him back to the real one?
Indeed. Furthermore, my offer is not limited to him.
You want us all to give up the powers within our hearts and go back to the real world as if nothing happened?
The path of salvation is an invitation I extend to all of you. Though you may be infidels who have the audacity to defy a god, I trust this world has been edifying. Here you witness the folly of running into the flames of battle, brandishing nothing but discordant values. Now, you needn't be hasty. The intoxication of a fleeting victory has clouded your senses. I shall be waiting to hear your true verdict at a different venue.
So, thanks for not making us fight a god immediately after beating Shadow Toshiro.
Hey, who said you could just...
Also, no way we're taking up that offer.
There goes that windbag. Sure loves to hear itself talk, huh?
If I'm understanding, it's saying if we stand down and surrender, it'll send us back to the real world, right?
Yep, I'd say that was the gist. Real generous of you, buddy.
I know what it said was ridiculous, but can't deny the feats it's pulled off so far. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but I think its power is the real deal.
That's awfully pessimistic of you, Arena.
Yeah, if Arena's saying it, and Arena will lose the most out of this whole thing, considering she exists in Toshiro's heart and is the power that it wants to get rid of.
I guess that's true. Maybe I am feeling some uneasiness. According to Salmael, I'm the reason this whole thing happened in the first place. Not that I think everything it said was true. I won't say I wasn't bothered by it either.
Yeah.
A sudden music change.
Oh, exactly. Oh, wait. Yeah. Toshiro, I'm trying to be serious here.
Role reversal.
I'm just saying, meeting the head honcho seems to have made you unusually meek. But hey, perhaps you intend to accept his gracious offer of salvation?
No, that's not what I...
If you have a goal you believe in, then you keep moving forward. Even if it means knowing you'll get hurt.
Toshiro!
That's what you and everyone else taught me.
Well, sounds like Toshiro has decided on his answer.
This has been the Toshiro Power Hour, literally. Toshiro has been awesome for the last hour straight.
That's right. It'll take more than a bit of lecturing to make us have a change of heart.
I agree. I don't see salvation as throwing away everything we've done so far either.
If we were willing to settle for a deal like that, we wouldn't be the Phantom Thieves. I don't think that's changed since we came to this world. In fact, I think we're even more firm in our resolve now.
Honestly, I don't quite understand the nature of this new power I've awakened. The one thing I'm certain of is that you're the physical manifestation of the courage inside me. And nothing some egotistical god says is going to change that.
Toshiro.
Just a group of friends deciding to take on a god together. Everyday normal stuff happening here.
You're right. Thanks.
Hey, way to go, Toshiro! When'd you learn to talk the talk, huh?
Apparently right around the time where he could walk the walk, too.
But I think we have our decision now, don't you think?
Okie dokie. Time to wrap this thing up, leader.
Joker, I couldn't have made it this far without you. Your confidence means the world to me. So, will you fight with me until the end?
Of course. We'll do it together. Of course.
Thank you.
Hell yeah! Time to fry up this salmon jerkwad. Wait, how are we even gonna reach the thing?
Up?
Very helpful, Arena.
That doesn't really help us.
Is that a train?
Hold on. I think there's a train in the... When you start up the game, there's a cutscene. I believe there's a train. Hold on. I think I know who our conductor is. Hey, Lavenza, you almost killed us.
Well, hello, everyone.
Talk about an entrance.
Miss Lavenza? Why did Miss Lavenza become the sky and come here from the train?
It is going to be all right, Morgana.
Is she an acquaintance of yours?
Well, technically, she is.
From talking cats to blue children, you sure have an eclectic bunch of acquaintances, don't you?
Excuse me, but please refrain from making peculiar characterizations of people. Actually, let's save that for later. It seems to me that you all have a destination to get to.
The way Toshiro just retreated there was pretty good.
Should your will be resolute, I am willing to lend you my aid. I only ask that you make your decision while this room retains its present form.
Hold on, is that the Velvet Room?
Room? Do you mean this train is...
Indeed. This is but another manifestation of the Velvet Room. However, as for why it assumed its current form following its previous volatile state, frankly speaking, even I do not have that answer.
Okay, just go with it.
That does beg a plethora of concerning questions. This doesn't feel like the right time to raise them.
Yeah, honestly, same thought there, Makoto. That's problems for later. We have more pressing things, and hopefully this just works out and we'll never have to worry about it again.
So we'll be skirting across the night sky on a flying express line? What fun!
Honestly, yeah, that sounds pretty good. That sounds amazing.
Would you mind if I took a moment to sketch the train in its entirety?
Don't really have the time, Yusuke.
I would mind. Please board immediately.
What?
Ah, poor Yusuke.
Come on, what are we waiting for? Let's get a move on.
Ooh.
You got it. Full steam ahead. All right? Woo!
Yay!
Toshiro, do the thing! You know, choo-choo!
You do realize that's not what a train actually sounds like, right?
Don't be a spoil sport. Just do it.
Trains don't make that noise. Come on, Toshiro.
Choo-choo!
Yay, thank you, Arena.
Why are you doing it?
Hey, just because she is part of you doesn't mean she can have
We
fun.
some interesting characters in the fray now, don't we?
You care to chat with them?
Quite a novel proposition, I should say. That's what you call hanging with the homies, is it not?
Sure, Lavenza, sure.
But I think I will save that for when this is all over. We are now departing. Please exercise caution so you are not flung from the train.
Yeah, that sounds like it would suck. Don't do that. You have unlocked a special persona fusion. The maximum amount of personas you can carry has increased to 30. Would you like to save your current progress?
Better jot that down.
Sure. I was about to end off the episode here, but I'm hoping that there's a good stopping point in just a moment. Like, I'm hoping this acts as a hideout.
En route to its destination. Please have patience while we wait for its arrival.
Velvet Room. The Velvet Room transforms into a train after the meddling of Salmael, the growth of Arden's heart, and the emergence of Toshiro's will all come to a head. The transformed room has but one destination, the abyss that holds a hostile god.
You okay, man? Nerves still messing with ya?
Well, yes, a bit. I'm worried that we're headed to the final showdown without certain details being sorted out.
I feel the same. There's still the question of Irina and this world itself. Not to mention the fact that we're not even sure what exactly it is we're going to fight.
All fair points.
I am not sure how much help I will be, but if you'd like, I can share with you what I know.
Thank you,
Please
Lavenza.
be aware that this will involve a degree of speculation, but I should be able to provide some useful information.
What is Salmael?
I too have been conducting investigations into the nature of Salmael's existence. What I have found suggests it is the materialization of an instinct which exists subconsciously in the human heart.
Okay.
So, do you mean it's a sort of malevolent god, like Yaldabaoth?
I think that's the super bad from Persona 5 regular.
Unlike the god of control, who was born from a collective yearning for idleness, Salmael is, how should I put this? A universal instinct that's burdened man since the beginning of time. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to die. Man's innate desire of self-preservation is another way to put it.
Okay, so the god of self-preservation wants to end all conflict by making people not want to fight.
One might call it a material embodiment of this instinct, born from an ocean of human subconsciousness.
So, kinda like the personification of people's consciousness that goes, "No, don't hurt me," right?
When you put it that way, it doesn't sound so bad, but...
Perhaps it was the passage of time, or perhaps it was a change in the nature of the human soul.
Here we go.
In any case, a transformation occurred for the purpose of keeping pain at bay. Whether you consider the battles one fights to assert their convictions, or the will driving them towards their fruition, it seems to think that all potential sources of pain ought to be eradicated.
Okay. So... it's an interesting theory. I've heard about it spoken about when talking about AI. Like, it's that fear that if you give an AI the directive of stop humans from coming to harm, that eventually they'll see that the most dangerous thing to humans is other humans, so they just get rid of all humans. So basically it's kind of similar to that, where it says people don't want to get hurt, so get rid of all fighting from humans. It's pretty similar in idea, not exactly the same, but it's the best example I can come up with.
If there is anything that does differentiate it from the god of control, it is that Salmael believes it is protecting humanity by eliminating individuals with ideologies it deems threatening.
Samael thinks it's protecting humanity, huh? Oh, good grief, that's one of the worst types to deal with.
Yeah, it's going about what it thinks it's right the wrong way.
And that means it'll do whatever it takes to destroy those it deems likely to cause people pain, correct?
The words and actions it has exhibited thus far would seem to suggest so.
Ah, crap. Now I'm confused again. So, in simpler terms,
Well, this might not be perfectly accurate, but Salmael's stated goal is to ensure that people don't get hurt or suffer.
Nice drawing, Arena.
And in order to accomplish that, it came to the conclusion that any risk taken to fight for something is undesirable. Does that sound about right?
Furthermore, given our nature as humans, there will always be those who take a stand to initiate change. And that gives Salmael an endless supply of people to stamp out for having these dangerous ideas.
Yeah. People always want to fight for what's right, so therefore Salmael is constantly going to be killing people who think that way.
Dangerous ideas. In other words, they possess the will of revolution. A desire to take a stand against authority.
so this time around, Toshiro fits the bill, huh?
That would seem to be the case.
I'm very taken by this drawing here. Could I give my opinion on it?
Really not the time, Yusuke.
Maybe leave that for later.
Alright, that's enough about that.
Memo updated. Samael, the god of stagnation and the entity responsible for the incident at hand. It built a cognitive world from Toshiro's heart to make him relive his past traumas. Samael envisions a world of tranquility and peace for all mankind, but its utter disregard for agency threatens to amputate the possibilities of the human will.
Now that we have a decent grasp on Samael, what's next?
Tell me about this world.
This place. It's a spiritual world ruled by Salmael. It was built using your cognition, Toshiro.
Okay.
In more succinct terms, this is a metaverse Salmael constructed to break your will.
Congratulations, Toshiro. This world exists specifically to break you. Have fun with that
They've
information.
come to the conclusion that that is the most accurate way to describe it.
Okay, but how did the door appear to bring us here?
That seems like a lot of trouble just to take me out.
Under normal circumstances, it would have been able to erase your will simply by invading your mind. But a budding power to resist its domination had already taken root inside of you.
Power to resist? Oh, I get it. You mean a persona?
Okay, so Arena was already there willing to fight against it. So
Precisely.
it held it off, so he created this world instead.
The persona is an armor of rebellion, meant to resist those who would try to exert their influence over others. Like the Phantom Thieves, interfering with those who possess this power is no small task.
And you're saying this power of the will had started to take root in me as well?
It is quite plausible if there was something to trigger it.
Anything happened to you recently that rings a bell? Like, you ever think, I'm having a burst of willpower, baby!
I doubt he said something like that, Ryuji.
That's quite a crude analogy. Oh,
So it did help you think of one.
Fair enough. Yay, more
it's the end of
backstory.
last year. As I told you before, I'd been undecided on whether to indict my father for his wrongdoings.
Okay, yeah, but he gathered all the he gathered all the evidence but couldn't come forward with it because he wasn't strong enough yet.
And it was right around that time when you all hijacked the live TV broadcast.
Oh, congratulations, Phantom Thieves, it was you.
Here I was struggling to stand up to my father while you were boldly proclaiming your beliefs to the entire nation. When I thought about it that way, I felt inspired to show the same courage as you. As for what happened next, well, you already know that part.
It is still only a possibility, but a faint seed of power may have taken root within him then. Of course, a persona can be awakened in other ways, too.
I see. I think I'm starting to understand.
Seeing this courage of others allowed him to at least grab some of that courage that was inside him and give it power.
Agreed. In other words, with ordinary people, Samael is able to invade their minds whenever it pleases.
Obey me. No, for Toshiro.
But with Toshiro, the subtle emergence of a power to resist prevented it from interfering.
These drawings are so, unique. I'm kind of at a loss here, but yeah, that sounds about right.
We're kinda rude. She's trying her best.
Additionally, Toshiro's son being able to resist Samael's power meant he posed an even greater threat.
So it was willing to do whatever it took to snuff him out.
Congratulations, Toshiro. A god found you interesting enough to take on personally.
And the moment it made the decision to eradicate my will for social change, it created this place.
Yes, the metaverse we currently find ourselves in is called the Kingdoms.
A lot of new memos. A cognitive world constructed within Toshiro's heart by Samael as part of a scheme to break Toshiro's will. The rulers of the kingdoms, such as Lady Marie and Lord Yoshiki, were mere puppets Samael created from Toshiro's memories to achieve the same.
Samael must have attempted to purge your will by using the memories which lay dormant in your heart.
So basically, if we weren't here in this world, Toshiro would have given into these memories. Like, if it wasn't for the Phantom Thieves and Arena, we already know that's true. Like, he was already locked up in a cage in Marie's kingdom.
Well, I never would have guessed there was a war being waged inside my own mind.
Even so, your subconscious was putting up a fight against Samael's invasion from the very beginning.
Arena!
And amidst it all, it's very likely that's when you were born within Toshiro Kasukabe's spirit.
Me?
Who else?
Just like Samael used the individuals from Toshiro's memory as symbols of domination, there was another individual in Toshiro's heart who embodied the spirit of revolution.
Eri.
With your mind under attack, you subconsciously materialized Eri and entrusted your hope to her.
And thus was born Arena.
This hope was the power of your persona, the thing that Samael was trying to destroy before it fully formed.
So in effect, this is what you're saying, yes? Samael created the kingdoms to try and quash the potential of Toshiro's power.
Of course, Yusuke had to bring out the art utensils too. Toshiro, scared, summons Arena, who resists the Samael, who tries to conquer them all.
In response, Toshiro's heart created Arena as a symbol of revolution, and the keeper of his power. So every battle the Rebel Corps fought was ultimately an effort to protect Toshiro's will.
Yeah, and we saw that they were definitely losing ground before we showed up.
Oh, not bad, Fox.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
What are you trying to prove to her anyways?
The artist is trying to prove he's a better artist, duh.
Things were looking pretty grim before the Phantom Thieves got here, so I'm not sure if I'd have lasted much longer.
You had only a fraction of power, but it was also very faint. It stands to reason that you would be unable to stave off Samael's invasion on your own. However, no matter how persistently Salmael attacked, it was never able to completely wither out your will. Thus, hitting the limits of its patience, Salmael opted for a last resort.
And that was...
That is when it must have dragged the real Toshiro Kasukabe into this metaverse.
Okay. So, it was going after a subconscious Toshiro, but then pulled the real Toshiro in instead to try and take care of him personally.
And then it used my fiancé, my father, and my imposter. Each one of my traumas trying to corner me.
Rulers, a term for any who rules over a kingdom, such as Lady Marie or Lord Yoshiki. As cognitive beings that Salmael created from Toshiro's past trauma, the ruler's goal is to keep Toshiro under control, with psychological and emotional manipulation. Unlike shadows, rulers are in no way linked to their real-world counterparts. Okay.
It wasn't able to break Toshiro's heart with Irina defending it, so it went for the throat instead.
Ugh, seriously? Using a person's memories to try and break them down emotionally is some real sick stuff.
You got that right. For the people? Who's it kidding?
But that didn't go according to plan either, did it?
Nope, not while we're here. Not while we're here.
No, it did not. Therefore, it would stand to reason that Salmael is also in a difficult position.
We still haven't even gotten to why we're here. Hold on.
The fact that it showed itself would seem to indicate the intention to settle things with its own hands.
Which means we're in for a head-to-head fight, right?
I think I understand now.
Yes, you have the general idea. I know we went through all this relatively quickly, but we will be arriving shortly. I will be happy to answer any more questions to the best of my ability after we arrive.
Thank you, Lavenza, for everything.
Thank you, Miss Lavenza. To put it plainly, the enemy is yet another nosy god wannabe. It's not going to be an easy fight, but when has that ever stopped the Phantom Thieves?
Just about never.
Pardon me. We will be arriving momentarily, everyone. Are all your preparations in order?
Hell yeah! Bring it on!
I would have liked to enjoy this pleasant train ride a bit longer, but I suppose that will have to wait until we clean up this mess.
Wait, are we not going to get a moment to prepare here in the car?
Our morale couldn't be higher. Onwards.
No cause for concern, I see. Very well. I will take us right in.
Thank you, Lavenza. Huh? What was that? Lavenza! She said take us right in. She wasn't kidding.
We have arrived safely. Please, watch your step getting off.
Excuse me, but is that what you call safe?
Oh, Futaba. Aw.
The world did 3 whole rotations.
I'm dizzy.
Ah, Lavenza. Aw.
Sorry. Did I hit a bag or something?
Anyhow,
Yeah.
looks like we made it to the enemy stronghold.
I skipped Toshiro's dialogue before it was actually done, but it sounded like it was just going to be barfing noises, so I don't mind.
Do you think Samael's waiting up ahead?
Yes, but I wouldn't expect a warm reception.
When do we ever?
I would suggest going further only when amply prepared.
Let's end this once and for all.
This is the final battle. Let's get the win and stop this nutcase for good.
Yeah, and I'll settle the score with my past once and...
And Toshiro's still about to be sick.
You don't make it easy to have a cool exit, do you?
We do get... Okay, I was getting very scared for a moment that it wasn't going to give us this. So reach Samael, end things for good. We actually have... Oh wait, no we don't. We have talks. Might as well do this real quick. Give Joker something? I don't know. Make that move better. Give on Agadine. Boost all of your Thunder skills. Boost all your Sio skills. Yusuke does have something. Boost that. And Arena gets this because it's the only thing she can afford. Okay. So that skill's all done with. We have one more question thing. The rest of the questions for Lavenza. Well, I think we're going to be going over those next time because I think I'm going to have 2 long videos out of this recording session. But anyway, that's a pretty good place to end things off right before going to fight a god. Because, of course, that's where this is ending. But anyways, pop in another save. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.